Another meta-analysis completed the same year by a team from the University of Bangor in the United Kingdom concluded the existent evidence base does suggest that self-talk has beneficial effects on cognition, in particular concentration and focus-related variables, cognitive anxiety, and the technical execution of movement skills. Outside of the sport and self-talk interventions have proven to be effective for public speaking, body image improvement, and stress management. The most useful and relevant research finding on the value of self-talk that I know of, however, comes from the experience of journalist Alex Hutchinson, author of the 2018 book Endure, in which he explored, as stated in the book subtitle, the curiously elastic limits of human performance. Hutchinson graduated from McGill University in Montreal, Canada in 1997, where he competed as a 1,500-meter runner. He qualified for the Canadian Olympic Games twice. During his time on the McGill team, he listened to a sports psychologist suggest that he talked back to himself whenever he heard an inner voice bring up the fears and worries that are a part of every middle distance and long distance runner's life. Thoughts like, "This pace is too fast," or "I wonder if I can keep up," and replace that voice with one that keeps up a constant barrage of helpful advice like, "Hang tough and push through it." But Hutchinson and his teammates thought all this motivational self-talk advice was nonsense and never practiced it. Like many athletes in their physical prime, they figured success in their sport was simply a matter of who had the biggest set of lungs and the best trained muscles. The mental battle of confidence versus self-doubt was something they just didn't want to believe in at the time. Fast forward 20 years, Hutchinson had completed a PhD in physics, run dozens of marathons and ultramarathons, races longer than 35 miles, and exhaustively researched every factor that contributes to endurance performance, training regimens, dietary practices, and yes, sports psychology. His investigations brought him into contact with Samuel Marcora at the University of Kent, whose research on human endurance had included studies on the effects of motivational self-talk, the same procedure Hutchinson and his college teammates had scoffed at, on time to exhaustion, the length of time an athlete can go all-out pedaling a stationary bike before he calls it quits. In a 2014 study, Marcora and his colleagues took 24 trained cyclists, determined their time to exhaustion, and then had half of them practice using positive phrases during both the beginning and ending phases of their training sessions over the next 2 weeks. Essentially, practicing how to get in the last word when boredom, fatigue, or pain knocked on the door of their mental bank account. When tested to exhaustion again 2 weeks later, this trained group lasted 18% longer than their previous test, while the control group, who hadn't been practicing how to get in the last word, didn't change at all. Also, the positive self-talk group rated their perceived exertion, how hard they felt they were working, as lower throughout the test. Lasted 18